mean that's enough of me, man. I think I've gone on enough. I mean, Mar, you can tell me how right or how much of a dick I am. I don't know. Have at it.
Oh no, man. No, I love that you've been fucking
And
going
what?
off this entire time, man. No, it's true. Like a lot of these players don't even realize like the amount of fucking passion and skill level that you need in order for you to be good at your craft at any game is like it's above and beyond what they can even comprehend. Like they could just sit there and watch a movie and be motivated. Oh, I want to be able to be the best that no one ever was. No, shut the fuck up. You're not that person, okay? First of all, you just got done watching a movie. I get it. You're excited. Rocky Balboa makes me excited too.
Damn
But
straight.
there's a difference. You want to be there. I strive to be there.
Hmm.
I've made an effort to try to make it toward that direction. You just thought about it. We're not in the same conversation. Speaking of all the amazingness that is Capcom,
Oh
let's
God.
talk about this ridiculous ass DRM bullshit that's been going on though.
Oh, I love this man.
Because,
And I'm gonna make. I guess I'll take this segment
yo,
and put it
man.
in the. I guess this will be the video, but. So I mean, no. You talk about the DRM. You explain that, and I'm gonna explain
Oh,
the
man.
situation that I had before because Rev covered it, and it's something I want to press to cover. They were talking about the Spy X Family crossover, which, by the way, I think Capcom is doing okay with the crossovers. It's just the problem is the costumes are too much. So people think about it. They're already getting shit about the costumes. Like, oh, give the characters real costumes. The reason you don't is because in Street Fighter V, it was notorious for giving only one character. Like Jury and fucking Chun Li had 20 outfits. Meanwhile, fucking Fang had 3. Like, don't get me wrong, even if you don't like Fang, it's kind of bogus to people who play that character. So
Man,
I get why, they're not just, oh, that's why your isn't the fucking Chun-Li costume because, okay, what about everybody else? Why don't they get one? It's just bullshit, right? So I'm okay that they're avatar outfits, right? So that's the first controversy that I want to get out the way, right? And as far as the DRM, Mar, you mind taking this for me? Explain to the
all
people
right.
DRM.
So, for those who don't know, the
Me.
DRM situation, apparently people discovered as they were going through their backlog of Capcom games that some of their mods and cheats no longer work for some of their games, such as Mega Man, some of the older Street Fighter games, like a lot of the older Capcom games. And a lot of people ended up trying to figure out, okay, why? What the hell's going on? Apparently, Capcom updated their backlog games where you're unable to use different cheats and mods onto your game. So they're essentially just getting rid of the customization that people worked real hard in order for them to put into their games so then they can have more of an experience for the games. Now, the reason why they do this a lot of the time is just because they want a different type of enjoyment that they get from some of their favorite games, which just so happens to be a lot of Capcom games. Now, when I first heard about this, why would they even do that? Like that kind of makes no sense. But then like for me, just my take on it, I'm starting to think of it this way. They're trying to kill those games off so that I feel like Capcom wants to be able to resell those games over again so
Mm.
that people have no choice but to go out and buy those games again in order for them to get that experience that they once had. Like I feel like they're trying to make their older shit obsolete, and one of the best ways to do it is to make sure that no one is capable of actually, you know, adding to the game. Either they're going to make the stupid excuse of, oh, you should just play the game as it's originally intended, which I get. Okay, that's fine.
But give
It's your
people the
baby.
option to mod,
But at the
but
same time, if a game is fucking 15, 20 years old, and I want to try to just add a little bit to it. Like, for example, if there's something brand new into, like, let's say later down the line, you ended up releasing a new sequel to whatever franchise that I would like, and you added something in there that I would rather have in the older games. And if I'm able to mod it into an older game, I'm going to want to do it just because I feel like that's what's going to make my experience more entertaining. That's basically what this really comes down to. I already own the property. All I really want to do is just get to my needs that I will have at the certain time. Yes, I can easily turn it off at any given time so I'd be able to play the game as 100% intended. But sometimes your hard mode isn't hard enough, and I want to make it harder.
yeah.
So like little shit like that. I kind of really wanted to ask you about this because like they all. Oh shit.
Wait, sorry.
Oh.
You good? It broke up a bit.
No.
Oh
Okay,
God.
but am I good now?
Okay, yeah, now you're good. Besides, you're playing Hawaii.
Okay, but yeah, I wanted to pass the ball to you because I
Yeah.
wanted to hear from your perspective, like as a person who loves a lot of these old school Capcom
Damn
games,
straight.
when you hear that you're no longer able to mod or like put any cheats or anything, like for example, if there's a difficulty
Yeah,
level in
baby.
some of the older Capcom games that you wanted increased, you're not going to be able to do that
Right, right,
anymore.
right.
How do you feel about that?
So it's funny when you mentioned that. So that's why I was leading with the whole Avatar thing. So the reason why this even started in the first place, right? Is that what sparked this at all was that nude mod in the tournament. Like one, so I get why they did that, but to me, how you could tell it was more than that is because they extended it past fucking Street Fighter. And with Street Fighter, the main reason they did it is because it's for two reasons, right? Like it's on them. It's what they're doing the Halo Infinite. Like if you guys actually made your fans happy and did what they wanted, give us Outfit 3 and not make it $10, and then people wouldn't have to mod their fucking things. But it's for two reasons, right? It's or three, like I said. One of them is because people are not gonna buy their DLC if they get mods. So how fair enough, right? Get your money. And then second, they don't want bad publicity. So I get that they want to get all the new, but why go after all the mods? I'd get it if it was nude mods, and especially like if you wanted to check official tournaments. And yeah, sure, that makes sense. They're allowed to do that. They're within their rights, and I get it. It's a bad public image. No one wants to imagine, like, that's bad. That's why like nude mods and this and that, like Street Fighter, or not, my bad, like it's a big controversy, and they don't want their kids being, it's just, they know it's a no. Like I totally get that. Like they're within their rights to do what they have to. With Street Fighter 6 specifically, it's a dick move, but they have to because one dude ruined it for us. And I swear to God, this is why I kind of hate new mods. Like I have no, okay, if you want to have whatever, but my thing is, it's gotten out of hand. Like why the game isn't even out yet and immediately even wants to do new mods? Like, please, FGC and anime people, get laid. Take your $100 who you spend on your waifu on VTuber. Please get laid. Stop being so horny. Holy fucking shit. Because look at that. We're literally suffering because of you guys. You guys are the catalyst to all this. I'm not saying there can't be nude mods, right? But they're the reason that started, so I get it. It is what it is. But that doesn't give them the excuse to just go back. And this goes back to the final third reason that they were planning on doing this the whole time, I think so. And it's only RE Engine games that people don't realize that, because the Mega Man X games and even the Capcom collection, they're running on RE Engine, so they actually emulated on RE Engine, which is cool. And that's why they were able to implement it. And I think I don't know about Dragon's Law, but yeah, like I said, DRM, and some of them use the site. I forgot what it is. There's a site that they use. So anything that has in the RE Engine or uses this thing, which is what Dragon's Dogma and some of their older titles do. And I think you actually nailed it on the point, on the head. Because they want people to get off these new titles and play their new ones. Because right now, Capcom is just too greedy. I've mentioned this before. It's why I don't give them money. So me as a Capcom fan, fuck you. I want them to go on the ground, and eventually, hopefully, I could buy them because I want to make my fucking games. Fuck you. They don't know what they're doing. Like, I hate how Capcom isn't happening in the CPT2 world. There's no offline events, basically. It still has an input fucking issue. Why is Outfit 3 so do I have to spend $100 to get all the outfits for everybody? What if I'm a tournament runner? What the fuck, $100? And it took you so long? Like, bro, what? And again, the Avatar stuff, I think is great. I think people are bitching. It's like, no, that you need that. Because guess what? Those are the normies. I feel like Street Fighter 6 for normies is great, but for higher level people and the people that care, we're fucked. That's what it's like. But I still think it's the lesser two evils. They actually are putting world content for free. Like, literally, you could go have Aki style in World Tour for free. And Rashid's. So, great. They're doing, literally, it's crazy how the good they are doing is getting mad undermined by their bad thing. That's why I'm like, 50, I am playing it fair, but 100% Capcom is being too greedy. They want you to stop playing Dragon Dog as one. And that's something, and this is how I feel, right? Like, I personally don't give a shit about mods in general, right? Like, 9 times out of 10, I'm like, I don't care. I like to play the game as it was originally intended. Mods very rarely do anything for me. I don't care. I like the core experience. And Capcom games are already hard enough. I know that's an example you said, but as a hard difficulty slot, like, I don't need that. But I do love the randomizer in Resident Evil, right? Like, I think mods are an enhancement to an experience for people who are dedicated. Like, I'm going to fuck with the Resident Evil randomizer, right? Because I'm a huge Resident Evil fan. I have a PC. Like, I don't like fucking with mods because I'm too lazy. That's why I don't fuck with PC. To me, console's too convenient. And going back to what I said earlier, that in reality, most people just don't care. PC is just too small of a player. Like, don't get me wrong, PC is massive. And in places like China and Russia, that's the main marketplace, right? But that's why I said games like League and Dota can never truly be an esport because it's a PC. I'm sorry. If you want to be a true esport, you have to be on everything. Like, iPhone's optional, but better if they can be, right? I mean, that's why Fortnite's so big. It's on iPhone, PCs, and consoles, right? So going back to that, so most people doesn't, and I don't care, right, personally. But just because I don't care doesn't mean that that's a bogus thing. Like, I think it's just stupid that you're fucking over your actual community. Like, that's just always a bad faith. And especially when it's free shit. Like, they don't make money off of it. Like, what's the problem? Like, I've never understood. That's why I never understood things when they take down fan projects. Like, as long as it's free and they're not infringing on your shit, I don't get that. Like, I really don't. Like, it's something, it helps your product at the end of the day. And a lot of Japanese companies view it like this. That's why they don't have problems with fan creation. In general, that's what's so weird about Capcom. I feel like they're taking too many notes from Western companies and trying to hammer down this and that and be too greedy. Like, it's just greedy. Like, right now, like I said, dude, if your fucking president says that $70 is too low for a game, they're just greedy. Like, dude, Dragon's Dogma is going to be $70. Like, dude, Dragon Dogma 2 is cool, but I'm not paying $70 for that. So at the end of the day, it really is just greed. I think you 100% nailed it. And they're just seeing that. They see that that's why there's mods in the first place. Like, ignore the nude mods, right? Like, I get why they did it, but Like 100%, there's other outfit mods, right? It's not just nude mods. It's not only nude mods. They're like, oh, because that's, and the thing is, it's a minority, but it's, as far as the esports scene, it's a majority. Because guess what? Most of them play on PC. Like for every esport, bro, fighting games, shooters, the pros are gonna play on PC. They ain't fucking with consoles, bro. That's just how it is, bro. Ain't that right, Codes?
PC Master Race, baby.
Right? Like, only the latest one to catch on was FGC, and it's specifically fucking Japanese players. Because over there, think about it, PCs are the most expensive and a pain in the ass in Japan compared to every other region. But once fucking the Japanese people figured out, wait, Street Fighter 6 plays better and has lower input delay on PC, fuck it, I'll put my next SF5 paycheck towards a PC, and they're like, I can never go back to PlayStation. I see what the Americans are talking about. So let that sink in. If you're truly committed, you're like, fuck my next paycheck that's going towards a PC. This PS4, right in the trash. Because they out here to get that bread, bro. They ain't trying to lose because of 3-frame fucking delays and shit. But that's the minority. At the end of the day, most people want to go disc in Mortal Kombat play. Ah, nice, right? And it's so most, it just is not
if you
gonna
think
affect
about it, plebs don't even know what the fuck frames are. They just
Exactly.
know, oh, I like this game. I want to be able to play this game. I don't give a fuck about what is this jargon you're talking about. I don't care about fucking my frames per second. I don't care about my like, and they'll go down the whole list and then be like, I don't even know half the shit that I'm even saying. All I know is I like this game. I'm gonna play the game, and just so happens it's so easy to just get a console and plug it into the wall, plug it into my TV, turn it on, and then put it in the game. That's all I gotta do.
And granted, well, these days they're bad. No, that's my whole feeling. Hopefully, I was able to convey enough that I generally, it's not even gonna affect me that much, but I still think it's bullshit, and they're 100% doing it for money. Like I think it's not a secret. Literally, when the president says that shit, that's just crazy, bro. These companies aren't even afraid to admit. Like, you know what? It's fucked up when EA, they go to a court thing and they have, you can see the person, they have absolutely no guilt about having loot boxes in a game where kids can play that shit. Like, these people are just evil and greedy as fuck, bro. And they that's the thing. They if you notice, like with Capcom, they find a catalyst. Like I said, it is fair that you want to crack down on mods, and specifically nude mods for Street Fighter. I agree with that sentiment, and even I'm like, this is your fault, community. Why the fuck? You should check your shit before a tournament, right? Like, you had this coming, but then you know what I'm saying? It's kind of that whole thing with gun laws, like, you know, or anything in general, right? You know how they say give them an inch, they want a mile. It's exactly that. Except companies go, give them a reason to get an inch, and they'll just immediately start taking the mile, and that's 100% what Capcom is doing. They're like, no, bitch, give us money. Buy Dragon Dong, come, you know, like, fuck off. They don't give a shit about their old titles. I mean, it's clear because look at how little fucks they give about their fucking Mega Man franchise. They only rebooted it because they're like, hey, let's just the RE engine. Okay, let's just re-release this. They didn't even care, bro. They didn't even care about the re-release it. Like, yeah, I get some money, whatever. It'll keep the Mega Man fans happy so they can shut up. Oh, here's Mega Man in Monster Hunter and in Street Fighter, which, don't get me wrong, is cool, but it's not the same as getting a new Mega Man game. Though, to be honest, I feel like they should just reboot Mega Man X, and I'll be personally happy because they fucked up after 6, you know. And that's just me. Like I said, I'm a huge Capcom fan. Like, don't get me wrong. And I just don't generally care for mods, but that doesn't mean I immediately think what they're doing is stupid. Like I said, I'll fuck with very few mods, very few. Like I said, I'll fuck with like the RPCS2 emulator for Outbreak so I can play multiplayer. But Dragon's Dogma, I did fuck with a mod because I wanted to turn it to Vulcan so it could run good. But now because of them, literally, you're ruining the experience, bro. Like, you're fucking yourselves over. Even Japan knows this, and it's crazy that a Japanese company doesn't get this. This is why they don't do as many takedowns outside of Nintendo, because they realize any publicity is good publicity minus bad publicity, right? So if people can improve your game, why would they ruin it? Why would you ruin fan translations? Why would you ruin a mod that literally makes my game run better on my GTX 1080? Because it runs on an outdated as DirectX 10 or some bullshit. So I just changed it to Vulcan. By the way, I had to get rid of it because it kept making my game crash. And I was like, so it was a lesser, you know, I want the options. That's what it is. Don't fuck with options. And guess what? I did fuck with the mod, and I was enjoying how my FPS was higher and I could make it 4K. But I'm like, the game crashes too much, and I personally find that way too annoying. I'd rather the game work. And that's why I always prefer console gaming. It's like, because sometimes fucking with mods is tinkering this and that. And depending how much you like a game, this, but I was like, at the end of the day, I was like, well, the game already runs at 1440p 120. Like, you know, I felt like the marginal difference I gained in FPS and resolution was not worth having the game crash every now and then. And then what if I forgot to save? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I was like, nah, I don't want to risk having a spot where I'm so far in and it crashes, right? Like, to me, I was willing to go like, nah, I think I'm okay with losing some performance, because at the end of the day, it's still better than the PS4 version. The reason I didn't play the PS4 version is like, bro, 30 FPS 1080. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. The 30 FPS literally was hurting my eyes. I need that 60. The 120 is just the luxury. You know what I'm saying? It's just the luxury thing. But at the end of the day, what if someone like really fucks with it and they really know how to make it not crash? That's on them. Why would you take that option away? You know, like, that's my biggest problem is like, why would you just... Like, and it goes back to what I said earlier. These people just don't actually... And it's just going to run back. I think I'll call this. They're definitely going to turn some of it back. Capcom always, whenever they get enough shit, they will always like revert it. But in this one, in this case, like, I don't know. It's 50-50. Because clearly the core community cares, but like I said, because it's something so niche as PC modding, oh, that's not niche, dude. It's niche as fuck, bro. Like, literally, I know there'll be people who will watch videos and they see like a mod, and they literally, I swear to God, the first time I ever seen this, bro, normies will think that all you did is put like a copy of Mario into a PS4 and then somehow put a disc, and that's how you have Mario jumping in GTA, bro. Like literally, they think it's just the glitch. They don't even think they're mods, bro. That's the average consumer, bro. They don't even know what mods are, and they're the majority. So, but at the end of the day, if it rubs the like, here's the thing: if we get pro players complain, like Daigo, and then they'll give a shit. They don't give a fuck about what randos say in the community that are 1%. They give a fuck if pro players say shit. So we'll see how that goes. Because at the end of the day, they don't care what Americans.
Gonna be sitting there crying about, oh man, I need my new Chun-Li, man. I can't play this game without like new Chun-Li, new Cammy.
Yeah,
We
bro.
all need a Nude Zangief.
Oh, true, Nudes. Oh,
Nah, man, dude, imagine a Nude Ken.
There are, dude. I'm a cap, dude. The Nude mods for Street Fighter are great, and I'm not talking about the women. Fuck the women, the men, bro. I seen Rashid's dick flop. No, dude, the Nude mods in Capcom. You can ask Clockwork Codes. Tell him about the Nude mods in fucking Capcom games, bro.
Oh man, don't get me started on RE, man.
Dude, like literally, we were watching a Nemesis mod, and it was just the same as Rashid, bro. They gave him massive dicks, bro, and they flop. No, for Rashid, it just flops around, bro. It's the funniest shit. And for Nemesis, dude, it's so rock hard, it's distracting. It's like, no, those mods, it's like, dude, that's just great. Like, that's
as long as Rashid doesn't use it to fucking pick up tornadoes from like the bottom half of his body, I think I'd be fine.
Right, but like, it's just dumb. I mean, at the end of the day, like, I feel like I can step outside of my little, and then it still does affect me because I do have a PC, and there's a handful of games I do play. And let's say if that Vulcan mod was perfect, and let's say like the original PC version, and believe it or not, it has a weird FPS thing. Let's say Capcom fucked up on their original title, and they only made it 30, 1080 because it wouldn't be the first time games do that. Then I need that mod, and now you've made the game basically unplayable to me. So 100% they're fucking people over. And guess what? Here's one thing I've learned, right? I was even talking about Clockwork earlier. You can fuck up things so bad. Look at Xbox 360 Ring of Death. For as much as we give it shit, and there are people who are still salty about it, whatever. But guess what? Xbox 360 fucking killed it that generation. To the point where Sony had to fucking try finally, thank God. And now Xbox is kind of a joke. Like, literally, Xbox 360 was its peak. That, like, don't get me wrong, I love the Series X. I think the Series X is way better than the PS5 in terms of Game Pass, service offers. In terms of exclusives, they both suck dick, in my opinion. Outside of, Hi-Fi Rush and, Game Pass is god tier. No, and as a system.
No, except for a few outliers, I absolutely agree. Like,
Right.
both consoles, when it comes down to it, like, especially when you look at PlayStation side, and it's like every game kind of just feels the same, and
It
people
is.
don't even realize.
Right.
Like, you're basically just playing Uncharted, but with Kratos or
Right.
with Aloy from fucking Horizon. Or,
Right, exactly.
like, it's basically the same thing. It's the same fucking game, guys.
But you get what I'm saying,
I
though,
got a
right?
quick
Like,
question.
go ahead. Well,
Are you leave the
Yujimundio.
company soon?
That's funny.
hopefully soonish. And
Okay.
yeah, no, it's just that I forgot where I was going with this because I just brought up the stupid systems and shit. Oh yeah, no, and that's the thing. Why did 360 still stay relevant? And the core thing I realized, I watched a whole hour documentary. That's why I hate when people are like, dude, I actually do my homework and shit. Like, I ain't playing. And I was super surprised, and it made me click. Like, you know what? I would still fuck with 360. Why? Because the fact that Xbox was willing to pay for every time they shipped an Xbox, and they were willing to put the money to fix it. Like, that's why you were able to put your faith in Xbox, because you might have again like bad product, but if you know the customer service is good, you could trust that company in the end, right? And that's what I want to get at. Capcom right now is doing terrible customer service, basically. They don't listen to us. They are trying to fuck us to our face, and they're saying they're just out of touch as fuck, bro. Like, right now, I mentioned in the last podcast, like, your game needs to be 45 maximum. I don't care how much money I don't give a shit about what you do. This is me. This is my shit. I do not have enough money to buy your overpriced bullshit. That's why I see the fall for AAA game. It's already happening. Why do you think so many live service games are failing? When the ones that are doing good, like Fortnite, like, they're doing it good. It doesn't feel like they're stealing your fucking arm for their battles pass or whatever. This and every other one doesn't get that shit. The game is free, so you don't pay anything. But guess what? They trade. Oh, here's like $10, $5, whatever you do, flexibility, but it's not that much money. Everyone has $10 to throw away for Fortnite bucks. That's why the kids are rocking it. Meanwhile, fucking Halo, yo, kid. I mean, I'm exaggerating. I don't know what it is. But $30 for our booty water pool, and you gotta grind your ass off. You gotta spend $100 to get the whole thing. It's like, dude, they really want to just steal your money, and it's like, it's not about that. You have to come to us. We're just poor, bro. Like, maybe those moron whales who have money for whatever reason, sure, who spend all the money on fucking Twitch hoes, like, yeah, they got money to spend, clearly. But the average person, no, we got fuckers that go.
They obviously got money to spend. Dude, they could buy all the Fortnite skins and still be all right.
Exactly. And that's the thing, is that's the minority. And the thing is, and that's why you notice they'll go for the shark first, and then they immediately go to sales within a month. They go, let's go for the sharks first, and then we'll go for everybody else. But at the end of the day, it's still I'd say that I want to say it's like a quarter of the market, because why are they still having lower numbers? Even Sony with their fucking plush shit, because the majority of us are poor. You know, look at third world like it's population, bro. Like China ain't got the kind of money most Americans do. Same with my fellow Latin Americans. Ya saben, bro. That's why they can't pay no 45. 45 is already too much for them. They think under night at $50, like that's too much. You know, you offer us no content and you pay this much. You know, it's like it won't go over it, right? Capcom right now, like I said, the main thing I was getting is that this is what you want to charge, and you look at the people behind it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I see when I see Capcom right now. I see some jackass, I'm gonna steal $70 from you. You have no good faith in Capcom, and they haven't proved it. Resident Evil reimaginings are a fucking joke to me as a fan, because they don't listen. You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna trust 343? There's a reason everyone says they want them fired. And that's right. You have every right. Same for me. It's like, please get rid of the director of RE reimaginings. He's an idiot. He's just the 343, but for Capcom. So that's why any of you who are Halo fans, please shake my hand and be like, you know what? We both agree. Get rid of the director for RE. Get rid of 343. They've already have a track record of being trash. Why would you still have them? So why would you trust Capcom with $7?
It's funny that you actually bring up the 343, getting rid of the heads of 343, because all of them basically left, and all that's left now is the skeleton crew. That's the same exact skeleton crew that fucking saved Halo Master Chief Collection from fucking sinking completely.
Shit,
like they actually fixed that game and it's actually playable.
Mm-hmm.
And then they moved. Then since everyone got fucked over and like either fired or they ended up leaving, they ended up taking over Halo Infinite. And that's the reason why we've actually been getting good updates.
And the thing is, you got to give clarity. The thing is, they don't tell anyone shit. Like, I don't know this shit. Like, oh, that explains. They're literally, because they actually care about Halo. My thing is, you know what you do? Give them people to follow, give them a better budget, and give them time. And then give us clarity. Like, please, actually, don't just leave us in the dark. Right? Like, I think that's something that...
Yes, and that's precisely the reason why they actually came out and said that they're making another Halo game, but under the Unreal 5 engine.
Right,
which,
but
a lot of fucking Halo fans are fucking praising right now.
I mean, for me, I'm just done. Like I said, it's just in so bad faith. I mean, even if I know, I'm like, dude, I just don't care. At the end of the day, you can only get fucked over so many times, right? That's what I mean. Like, customer service is everything. And Capcom right now, like I said, they fucked me with Resident Evil. They fucked me with Street Fighter in their inputs. And then that statement, I'm like, that's it, done. That's it. It's the monkey thing, you know, fool me once, twice, and 3 times. Because we're all monkeys. We're literally apes, bro. Like, all it takes is them, us monkeys. Ooh. That's why in fighting games, you guys want to know, you hit him with a low once, twice. The third time they're not gonna fall for it, you hit him with an overhead. Boom, congratulations. There's a secret to get to your fellow monkeys. Just hit him with the classic 1-3 rule. Where we're all, I'm sorry, like, I don't want to get hit by something 3 times. My monkey brain's like, no, I want my banana. Don't hit me more than 2 times, you know. You know, I'm making my ancestors proud, going, ooh, I hope I made you proud. And then even they didn't like that shit back then. That's why we became the peak species. Every other animal just keeps falling for shit. We've seen it with animals that are just dumber. Like, even crabs, or no, lobsters. How do we catch them? We put a little cage. They just go in there. They're just that dumb. You just pull the cage. Oh shit, look at them. Look at all those dumbass. Do we do that? We're not. No, we'll get trapped once. Maybe twice. You're never going to see us get trapped by that bitch more than 2 times, bro. Golden rule. And again, I can only get fucked over so many times. Like I said, Capcom's already fucked me over 3 times. And my monkey self was like, no. You know, I need to see that dude get lost. Capcom actually fixed Street Fighter, get rid of that director, and put me in charge. Then I'll give you money again, Capcom. And they just keep proving my point. And at that point, you're right.
What you should do? I think you have the ability to do this. You should go on change.org, create a
petition,
a little post, and then be like, yo, you know what? I, the greatest gamer, should be the CEO of Capcom to make Street Fighter better. I have this, and you list all your ideas, so people could be like, oh, you know what? I'll sign for this. That's what I did with PlayStation, and I have like, I still have it up, and it's still going up. I have like last I checked was 25 signatures.
I mean, at the end of
ever since the guy announced that he was going to leave, that's when I started to go up. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not lying. It did. It really went up. I remember the last number. The last number I had was at 19. I'm like, yo, I don't think
these people don't care about what the gamers think. They're like, no, who's the CEO, who has money, who has a record. They don't give a fuck about us people who actually understand the medium. They don't give a fuck about that. It's the same as Hollywood. They care, oh, what's your master's degree and insert money field here, right? They're like, wait, someone who actually understands the IP and can probably make a good game? Nah, let's get this dude who knows how to make money off the IP instead. And that's just what AAA gaming is right now. The people in charge are literally the CEOs and this and that. Like, look at EA, whatever. They don't know shit about gaming. They don't. They just know how to make money. That's why they're just good at squeezing money out you from the product they get. They're good at exploiting other workers, bro. And it's not a secret. That's why crunch culture is a thing, whether it's Japanese or Western devs. It's just that Japanese devs are better. That's the only difference. But both are economically fucked because they're hirers. ups are just fucking idiots who only care about money. You know, so I'm not just being biased. It's just that Western devs just do suck. I'm sorry. Have you seen them? They bitch too much on Twitter. Whereas Japanese devs, what? I'm sorry, they're too busy actually hustling and having good ideas to make booty water games. Until now, because the new director, nah, I'm a little bitch. I think the original Resident Evils are stupid. I don't get why people play them. You know, same thing when the Mark Sony, right? He said, "Oh, I played a PS1 game. I don't know how people can play this. Like, they don't understand what gaming is." Mark 343 OG. Mark and the director of RE do not understand what gamers like. They just don't. They don't get why people like the original Resident Evil, right? On PS1, the graphics are bad. Oh, I think the story and the other one's just. I think Leon is about how he represents his femininity and he wants to be he wants to transgender. Like, see, these are the big three, bro. 343s, those fuckers. Like when I've seen a great video. I was talking about how they don't get Master Chief. Oh, Master Chief. I mean, he is human, yeah, sure, and exploit. I think they did okay in Infinite, but like, no, the original creator is like, no, we want just Halo to be like you could be an insert, like he's just a machine. You know, that's why he doesn't talk a lot. This and that. Does he's badass. He needs just to be a representation of badass, but he's still human. It's like, yes, thank you. That's why like the original Chief feels so weird, and then 4 and 5, you're like, what the fuck is this? This isn't my Master Chief. I like that Infinite, they kind of went back to what the old Chief was, right? Very few lines, but they were depth, right? Like I like that. But again, it shows you that if you don't understand what the Punisher. So again, we go back to Marvel when they don't understand what the core of the character is, and that's why 343 sucks ass. They just, they sucked ass. They truly didn't know who Master Chief is, because when in fucking Halo 5 dropped, the people who are working on it didn't even know who Master Chief is. Like, bro, what? Who let these people work? How do you work on Halo and not know who Master Chief is? And that's the same with the director. Motherfucker works on Resident Evil, doesn't even know about the like, good example, like the lore of Resident Evil. It's like, dude, how do you not know about the T-Virus lore, bro? Who let you on this team? And it's funny, in Japanese, and people who don't know, you have to know lore. Like, it is like a sin to not know lore about a game when you work on it. And even Harada from Tekken, you know Harada, right, Mar? Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
As his bar podcast, he was talking to literally the creator of Smash, and they were both talking about how in their field, like, Japanese people do it because it's a custom to make sure you always respect the IP that you do a collab with. It's just norm that it's looked down upon if you don't.
He did a podcast with Sakurai, and I fucking missed it.
He was actually talking.
That sounds so fucking
Yeah, they were
dope.
literally talking about one of those components, and that's why I noticed like Japanese IPs actually respect way more than I've seen in Western ones, because they like, you have to be as faithful to the IP as possible. That's why, like, and then he even brought up Smash. He's like, oh, I think you guys did Kazuya pretty good. That's why he's so faithful. And then it's like, and then it's funny because Harada said, oh, I thought we were pretty easy. And then Sakurai literally clapped back and said, nah, you guys were not easy to work with. Like, he was saying, like basically, no, this Duya is not Duya enough, you know? Like, that's how much attention to detail Japanese people care about IPs that aren't even theirs. And guess who we're in charge of Resident Evil 2? A person who literally says, no, the original alligator's stupid. I think it's dumb poo-poo. I want to put my stupid Western ideas because I'm a Western simp and strong women, you know, instead of the original creator, haha, girl with chicks and titties that go slice, go brr, which is the Devil May Cry creator, Hideki Kamiya. You know, it's like when you don't respect your senpai. And again, remember, this is Japanese culture, so what he's doing is a huge fucking sin. If they're letting that slide, it shows you that corporate doesn't actually care. Like, let this sink in. If you're breaking your own rules of Japanese society, you're fucking up. And that's the main reason why Japanese games are doing better, because of the societal structure. It has its negatives, don't get me wrong, but very clearly it has its positives. Like, we all agree that's why we simp for Japanese culture. Like, we all fucking know it, because we love how neat and organized they are. And again, it's at a risk to them being, you know, super socially awkward, not getting laid. But we all agree as a society, there's a reason all of us look at Japan like, damn, that's neat. Because on the outside, I mean, it's functional. The thing about Japanese society is it's functional to a T. It prioritizes the majority over the minority at the cost of the minority, right? But that, again, you know, it can be fixed over time, yada, yada. That's a whole different conversation. But again, it makes sense. And again, going back to, that's why Resident Evil and Capcom are sucking dick, because they're breaking their own society's rules. Like, that would not fly in Sega. That's why Sega's doing God tier. Oh yeah, I should mention, never mind, I am hyped for some games, because Sega's reviving their fucking classics, something every other company should fucking do. You're like, oh my god, here's Jet Set
I
Radio,
love how you
here's Crazy
circle
Taxi.
back.
You know? But yeah, that's my whole, I'm sorry, I know you went on one thing, but like, it's just Capcom, because I'm passionate, and right now, Capcom is not Capcom. Like, dude, you know you fucked up when you got rid of the voice for Ken over a political opinion. Like, dude, I don't give a fuck what he said. That bitch better voice Ken and Dante in the next games, or I'm coming for your nuts. And it shows you they have no respect. Why wasn't Wesker's voice original voice actor in the reimagining? It shows you they have no respect for the original cast. And it's crazy because a lot of them are pretty cool with Capcom. So it's crazy that people who work for Capcom, they're like, oh, it's stable to work for Capcom, because you know they always get you, right? Like, they have to have their voice actors because they need to respect.
Dude, I didn't even know they actually. Hold on, they didn't use the same voice for Ken.
Nope, they changed him, and he's been there since like, I think SF.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dead ass. Straight up, over just some opinion. It's mainly Capcom America, but at the end of the day, Japanese Capcom. Like, that's the thing. If anyone knows, true Japanese companies, they look over you hard. Even if you're American, they look over your work, this and that. Like, did you hire the same voice actor? But it shows you how little the higher ups are if they don't even watch over Capcom America. Because right now, Capcom America's too woke. 100%, bro. Capcom America's too fucking woke. Because again, if they got rid of Ken, because he probably said, you know what? I think SJWs are stupid. Oh, you're not allowed to voice Ken. Leave. You know? I guarantee you it was something as petty as that, bro. I guarantee you it was something like he just said something based as fuck. Because right now the voice acting industry's so fucked because it's too fucking clicky and I can't stand that. And like I said, and then again, we've seen it. Like, good example, look at what happened when Exo Prime Mode was dropped. They got some weird LGBTQ people to advertise it for the American one. Nobody watched that shit. And then they were literally deleting comments, not basically praising it. And the Japanese one, what did they do? VTubers. Millions of views, even though no one gave a shit about Exo Prime. Like, oh, look, cute waifus. I want to watch that. Like, literally, Capcom America's just trash. We need to just, all of you, lose a job. Like, get that woke trash out of here. And again, the fact that the higher ups at Japan don't care, they're like, yeah, whatever, let them do them. It's like, it shows you they don't care. You know, and again, the fucking Capcom Japan doesn't, because their job's not advertising. They need to focus on their market. It's the CEO that's supposed to watch over fucking Capcom America, and they're not. They're clearly not. They don't give a fuck. They're just like, I don't care what woke shit you put, as long as we can still charge them for DLC, because at the end of the day, Japan's still making the game. You can just do what I did. Ken, Japanese voice. I mean, don't get me wrong, no hate on the American voice actor, he's good. And some of them, I think they changed Chun-Li. Like, they're fine. No hate on the new voice actors they put, but like, I'm sorry, bro. I need my Ken. I need my Chun-Li. I need my Albert Wesker.
So it's not the fact that they changed them. That's like the new ones aren't bad. It's the fact that they changed them.
Exactly. You know? And I even mentioned in my podcast about Uni how sometimes if you get really attached to a character, especially in fighting games, bro, like sometimes the voice lines they direct or this or that, like really gets you to a character. And I will say that I think Street Fighter did a way better job than Under Night did. Because literally, Lars and Enkidu sound weird to me, bro. Like, you know what's fucked up when I don't even want to play Lars anymore. I'm like, I just don't like how he says up forward today. He says, yeah, not yeah. Like, because they changed voice actors. So Japan, I don't know what they're doing with their voice acting thing. So that's just an anomaly.
Looks like I got a job in Japan. I'm about to go over there and be like, yo, let me throw you some of my top lines right here. Here's a yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But from what I heard, I think a lot of them retired
God.
because Japan takes the voice acting industry way more serious, where we don't get none of this bullshit over here. Like, they care way more about the same character being voiced or someone sounding similar. You know, but who knows? I think there's something happening in the Japanese. Like I said, you guys should check out my Under Night podcast because I do talk about like the voices and shit, or my review. Like I said, it's super important. And voice acting for a fighting game is probably one of the hardest things ever. Like, again, it's not just simply talking and being good. Like, bro, homie, you better make sure the beginning of your voice is exaggerated so they can hear that fucking overhead. And then when at the end of it, you better be like, so you know how we talk, you know, it's just normal. It's normal throughout. No, you got to learn how to pitch your voice like, at the beginning, and then at the end go, you know, like that's
like
not a professional voice. It's not normal. It's like doing the YouTuber voice. It's not normal to talk like, hello everyone, you know, kind of shit. Hey child. You know, my hello everyone, this is your favorite FGC. See, this is normal, but this doesn't catch your attention. I gotta exaggerate, you know. There's an art to acting in the voice, but yeah, that's my whole thing about Capcom, right?